Mushrooms. They uniquely belong to the third food kingdom called fungi. Mushrooms are often thought as a vegetable, but the truth is, they're neither plant nor animal. And because of that, they have unique nutrition and culinary properties.
Mushrooms, or should I say fungi, grow in a unique and interesting way. And here to explain that, we're in the Hawksbury region, west of Sydney, with Rowan Anderson, expert grower at White Prince Mushrooms. Rowan, tell us about White Prince.
So White Prince is a family-owned mushroom producer that's been around for 65 years here in the Hawkesbury Valley. We grow mushrooms 364 days of the year to supply our customers.
So Rowan, we're in one of your 36 growing rooms. Can you tell us a little bit more about what's going on here?
So you can see the mushroom shelves. They're stacked up like bunk beds. This enables us to grow a large volume of mushrooms in a small land space. For example, in this room, we'll grow 17 tonnes of mushrooms over the course of a 6-week period. There'll be 320,000 mushrooms picked here, and all of those will be picked by hand.
Wow, and what is all this white stuff under here?
That's the mycelium. The mycelium grows through the compost, through the casing, and then we get that to knot together to form the fruiting body of the mushroom.
So look how perfect and white and plump and round these mushrooms are. What's your secret to growing mushrooms like this?
So the secret is quality compost. It starts by recycling products from other agricultural industries, making the compost, and then once we're finished with it, we then cook it out and then sell it to other farmers to grow as a growing medium for them to use.
So is that the mushroom compost you get at your local nursery when you're trying to grow veggies?
Yeah, that would be right. We sterilise the product so you won't get any mushrooms growing at that time, but it makes it safe for everyone.
So it's truly a closed loop system. You take input from other farms and your output gets recycled again.
That's right, so it's very circular. The other very important thing to note is we're using solar. We're reclaiming as much water as we can to use on our farms, and it's the total process of trying to be as circular and look after everything as possible.
So Rowan, how many types of Australian varieties of mushrooms do you grow here?
So in this room we're only growing the one. Button, your cup, your flat, but the Swiss brown and the portobello are still the same variety.
Now, I noticed the lights are on. Do mushrooms grow in the dark?
Yeah, mushrooms grow in the dark, but they're not a plant, so they're a fungi, so they don't need to photosynthesize, so they can grow in the dark. The only reason that we turn the lights on is so that people can see, and we turn them off to save energy.
So Dr. Flav, mushrooms contain vitamin D, right?
That's right, they naturally contain vitamin D, and they contain a compound called ergosterol that when exposed to sunlight, it boosts the vitamin D content to 100% of our daily needs. Now this is important because 95% of Australians aren't getting enough vitamin D from food, and almost 1 in 4 are actually vitamin D deficient.
So some growers actually pass the mushrooms under UV light in order to mimic the sun's rays. So it'll naturally boost the mushrooms with vitamin D.
So Chef, mushrooms are a great addition to plant-based diets because they provide the vitamin D that's typically only found in animal foods. All this mushroom talk is making me so hungry. Chef, what's for lunch?
I am so hungry. I'm glad you said food. Yes, we have this beautiful mushroom thyme parmesan tart. Let's go eat.
Let's dig in.
Let's go.